I'm here with Marlynn McNutt of Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. And Marlynn, you're going to show us a really great pattern on how to do a particular netting stitch on satin. And we're looking at the bracelet that we're going to be doing today. And it's just really cool.
It is. It's a different pattern. And it's just a different idea to use cording.
Absolutely. Now, how do we get started? Is it on satin? Is that what it is, that we're the base of it?
It is. It's on satin cord. And what I've done is taken a pre-cut length of cord.
Okay.
And I've taped both ends with 1/4-inch quilter's masking tape. This just prepares it for adding the cones to the end later for the clasp.
Gotcha.
And it just keeps your raw edges together.
Which is important, I'm sure.
It is. It is. Okay, so for this particular size cord, what I've done is strung 21 beads on the thread, and I've gone ahead and wrapped them around the cord. And then to secure it, I'm just going to go ahead and run through the beads one more time all the way around.
Any particular type of thread you're using?
I'm using a nylon thread.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is secure this strand of beads to the cord itself. So all you do is just run straight through the cord to the other side, pull it through, and then go back on the other side of the cord.
To the other side.
And straight back through again.
So sort of one big stitch through the center of it.
One big stitch. And as you can see, as you pull this up, it's going to form a loop, and it's going to hold that strand of beads down to the cord. Then you'll want to go ahead and do that on both sides also.
Okay.
Once you get that secured, you're going to go ahead and start your netting pattern. So all I've done is go ahead and string on a couple of the main color beads and a few lighter ones, a couple of lighter ones, and then one large bead, and then go back, reverse your pattern.
Okay.
So you've already attached your strand of beads, and you've come out one of the seed beads. Now you're going to skip 2 seed beads, and you're going to go ahead and go through the 3rd seed bead. And as you pull this up, you'll notice it's forming a loop.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this is going to be the next pattern, or the next row on your pattern.
Okay, so you just continue that?
You just continue that all the way around. And when you get back to the beginning, you're going to go ahead and pull that last loop up.
Okay.
You're going to go through not only the 3rd bead, but you're also going to go through the 4 seed beads on that first loop.
Okay, so the last and the first.
The last and the first. And this is going to bring you to the bottom of your loop.
Gotcha.
Now you need to attach these loops so that they become part of the cord. So to do that, I usually just go ahead and stick my needle in. You want these loops to lay parallel along the cord because you're going to be working from one end to the other. So just go ahead and make sure it's not twisted and that it's laying flat. And you want to take one small stitch in the satin cord. Go ahead and pull that up.
Okay.
And then you want to go back through that big seed bead.
Oh, there, so it attaches it
It attaches it to the cord.
And you do that for each one?
You do that for each one, but you're going to change it just a little bit because between this one and the next one that you're working on, you're going to take just a small stitch in the satin cord and then go through that large seed bead.
Okay.
So that as you pull that up, you're just working right around that cord and attaching each loop as you go.
And it also closes the gap a little bit too.
It does. It does. And you can lay these where you want them and then have them stay in place.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Love that. Ooh, look how fun.
Yes. Okay, once you've done that first row and attached it all the way around, you're now going to start working your next rows in these bottom seed beads.
Okay.
So you'll just go ahead and work your way back down again, or excuse me, you're back through this large seed bead.
Right.
And go ahead and string your pattern on again. I'm using the same pattern throughout the whole bracelet.
So the same pattern that we just saw is the same pattern that you're continuing through?
All the way through.
Great.
So now to go around and attach your loops, you're going to just be using that large seed bead at the bottom.
Okay.
And you do need to watch because the loops will twist. So as you're attaching, you need to make sure that they're
It's
laying
straight.
flat.
That's right, because you don't want to be 3 rows down and realize.
Exactly.
Okay, so do you go between the 2 big seed beads or underneath it?
You just go through the big seed bead.
So just through it?
Yes,
Okay.
you just
You're
run
going
your
through it.
thread through that seed bead, and as you pull it up, your loop forms.
Okay.
Then you'll add more seed beads on for another loop and go through the following large seed
Gotcha.
bead.
Gotcha, clear.
Okay? You do that for the length of the cord.
That looks so cool.
It is. It's just it's a unique pattern. Once you get to the other end, you want to do your last row without the large seed bead
Okay.
because you want your ending to match your beginning.
That's right, and you didn't add the seed beads till the
Right.
second row.
So you're going to add them to finish it off.
Sure, it fits through the cone easier too.
Yes, it does. Okay, so what I've done is go ahead and attach the last row down, and then you're just going to go ahead and add 2 seed beads. And again, you're using that bottom bead on those loops, and just go ahead and pull it up.
Okay. Perfect.
And then as you can see, it's finished off just like the other end.
Because it just closes up that gap there.
It just closes up the gap and fills it in.
That looks great.
Then to finish off your thread, all you have to do is just run it through the cord a few times.
And that's what tightens it up too.
Yes, and it hides itself right in there.
Oh yeah.
And then just clip your thread.
It's also a plus using thread that is the same color pretty much as
Yes.
the satin that
Yes.
you're using. So that helps.
Okay, and then if you'll notice, you've got extra cord on the ends. What
Sure, we're
I've
gonna
done
fix
is
that.
yes, what I've done is just go ahead and trim it off,
Okay.
neaten it up a little bit. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to make a clasp component out of cones and head pin or eye pins.
Okay.
Since the holes in the cones are so large,
Right.
I've gone ahead and used an eye pin, and I've double looped it.
Okay.
So you can just take your round nose pliers and go ahead and roll this around. And it gives it a little bit bigger base.
Gotcha.
Then I've added a number 6 seed bead, and you put that through the cone.
Okay.
And since the holes are so large, I've gone ahead and put a sterling silver rondelle on the outside. And then we're going to do a wrapped loop. So you need to just bend this over, bring this back around. Now before you start your wrap, you want to make sure and add half of your clasp.
Ah. Gotcha.
And then you just go ahead and secure this. And you want to wrap all the way down
Okay.
and make sure that that sterling silver rondelle lays right against the hole
So it's steady. It's sturdy.
so it makes a solid piece.
Okay.
And then you'll trim the end of your wire,
And
and then you will take the end of the cord, you'll add a little bit of glue
then just glue it on.
to the cord and the tape.
And there it
Go
is.
ahead and insert it
You can
and
do
let
the
it
same
dry.
thing.
And then
Do
you'll
the same
repeat the
thing
same
on the
thing
other
with the other
side.
end.
That's perfect. Well, let's take a look once again at the finished project. You can see how gorgeous they are. And then also next to it, you have that separate color combination.
Yes.
Which is perfect. And then you'll see as we leave some of the other examples of different types of beading and netting that Marlynn has brought as examples of creative ways to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marlynn.
You're so welcome.
It's always great working with you.
Thank you.
Well, Tammy Hahnemann is going to be up next.